Gorgeous southern afternoon. EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Atlanta, Georgia, and inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Atlanta Falcons. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Ready. Red, cycle.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good pickup there at 22.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first carry for Tyler Algier. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 18 more yards there and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Down to about the 37. The Falcons are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener. Got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll drop to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their own 18. Here's Lawrence. Finds his tight end Ingram. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Jaguars. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. And he returns this to the 22. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal pole position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 9 now. That's to the speedster, Olamide Zaccheaus. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there, because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that
play. Ritter's throw complete. This is London. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Bulldozes past him. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 8 yards here, so that gets him back within striking distance. And now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Falcons 3. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On third down, Lawrence. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Falcons are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. And Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a move. Touchdown, Falcons! We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to it and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 11. Straight ahead, Etienne. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down, Etienne once more. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
But partner, the defense isn't going to adjust, and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over. They're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
They'll run with Etienne. And some room to roam now. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From midfield now, Lawrence. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lawrence. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ready, ready. Ready.
On second, here's Algier. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Ready up.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
2nd and 3. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He'll look to throw. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now Sterling Hoffrichter set to punt. And how about this, a fake? Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20. A give running right, Etienne. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. This will be caught just inside the 10. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they'll run with Etienne. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Ready. Right, 77. Ready.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Cisco. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. You put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Hey, exit.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On second down, a run with Etienne. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and he pushes the lead up to a field goal. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense. That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
114 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Calvin Ridley. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars have taken the lead here this third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And oh, he coughed it up. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, the tide definitely seems to be turning in this third quarter as this defense is able to knock the ball free and recover.
And let's look at it this way. Their offense is right back out there who just got them the lead a few minutes ago. This has the potential to be a big swing in this game.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here. Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Falcons 17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Algier going straight ahead. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And able to find Kirk, complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded just inside the 30. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here we go.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Black shot.
On the give, Algier headed left. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab.
Well, this is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Looking to throw. Looking for London on the out route complete. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Algier now up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On the set.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
Ready.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And he'll get in as they're back within his score now. The lead's down to 7, and that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 169 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Ritter and London team up there. First down, Atlanta. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he will not get in here, although there is a flag down. But from the players' reactions, this might be on the offense. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. ETN up the middle. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Riley Patterson on. A lot of pressure on this kick. This to perhaps salt this one away. Patterson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Ready. Drill, 52. Black Ultra.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, Those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for Jacksonville, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.